You know, I've been coming to wetlands like this since I was 12 years old, since I started bird watching. And I'm always reminded about the importance of conserving these areas to make sure they remain intact. They are so rich, so full of life, so vibrant. And we're going to meet one family who's been doing their thing in the conservation field to try to keep places like this intact. In fact, their work may be saving a species from extinction. It's here, just northeast of Viscount, Saskatchewan, where a stretch of wetlands has been left untouched. 3,100 acres of it. It's been owned by the Young family for over 100 years. And if they have it their way, this place will stay untouched for at least another 100 years.
This land that we're on right now, it's never been broken. It's been untouched forever. We have had the farm here since 1905, where my grandfather came and homesteaded here and started the farm out for us. My father carried it on, and I carried it on, and now my son is carrying it on.
The grass that are under your feet were not seeded. They've been here from eternity, and that makes it extremely unique. There's very little of this left in the world today. This is where waterfowl breed. That's why it's so important to us to protect the wetlands. It's a roosting area in the fall for migratory birds. There's a tremendous amount of waterfowl raised in this area adjacent to this lake. And so this is a natural born attraction for both the sandhill crane and the whooping crane.
The whooping crane in particular is a remarkably special guest. In 1941, there were only 15 of them in the entire world. Now there are about 600, migrating yearly between Canada and Texas. This is also a stopping point for the sandhill crane, who are considered one of the oldest living birds on the planet.
Each year, the cranes, they migrate to here as part of their path to where they go and nest and hatch their little ones. And then in the fall, they come back here, and this spot is where they rest and then end up in the south. It is quite unique of a place to be. Lots of people do not know about areas like this out in the world. All they see is pavement, so out here it's nature.
Fact is, of the 15 crane species in the world, only 2 call North America home, and they both visit here. Kind of makes you wonder, if places like this weren't kept intact, what would eventually happen to these birds?
It's kind of nice to see nature come back all the time. That's one nice thing about the crane migration that we see. They've been here for my whole lifetime. I believe it's the solitude that they like. That's just my theory. This area that we're standing on right now has been something special for me in my lifetime. It's been just kind of a refuge, I guess, where you could come and clear your mind if some things aren't doing good some days, or you can think through some problems, or you can just sit and see what's happening around, because there's all kinds of things that can help you get through some tough times.
I think the world has gone away from passing on traditions. A lot of the times there's 1 or 2 quarters, but there's not 18 quarters in a block that will be conserved for a lifetime. We're guaranteeing the land never to be broken up. Something that I've always wanted to do. It's something I would like to pass on to my generation.
If you were to come out here and sit here in the morning and listen to the marsh wake up, it would imprint you for life, I can guarantee you. I mean, the whole cycle evolves here every year. And that's why we do what we do, to maintain the natural balance in as much as we can.
My hat's off to everybody that's working on these conservation programs, people like the Young Family and organizations like Ducks Unlimited. For me, it gives me hope that there's going to be a better tomorrow.